Alright, so what I have here is a Curt Class 1 receiver hitch for a 2002 Ford Focus. The part number on this is 11294, and I ordered it on Amazon with Amazon Prime shipping. So it got here in 2 days, which was really quick. It was the best deal I could find around. So let's break into this box and see what's in here. Alright. So in here, which I was wondering if this was going to be in here, because the pictures were a little deceiving and they had multiple different part numbers. One part number is the hitch only, and the other one actually comes with the attachment for the ball. So in here I got a Curt 3.5 drop, 2 5/8 inch rise for the Class 1, which is the 1 1/4 inch. And then you have the Curt hitch. Nice and small, probably weighs about 40 pounds. Got your passenger side here, driver's side there, and some instructions to go along with it. So let's get out to the car and put this on. But before we do, there is some prep work that we're going to do. This is a bag of bolts that you will get to assemble the kit. There are extra pieces inside this bag for use on different models, so don't be alarmed if you have extra pieces after the installation. I was surprised to see that the hitch also came with a pin and clip assembly. I first started by getting a container of hot water and a microfiber towel to clean off the surface. As you can see, the frame rail was a mess from all the salt from the roads. It is important to clean this stuff off before you can no longer access this area when you install the hitch. I then followed by using some rubbing alcohol to prep the surface and ensure that I got all of the dirt off of the contact points. I followed this up with some clear paint to help seal the vehicle. It does not appear that Ford took the time to use clear coat on the bottom of the vehicle. I applied 2 coats to fully seal in the contact area. Here are a few pictures of the before and after shots of the contact areas. This is a picture of the instructions that come with the hitch. I will break this down in the next pictures. This is the layout of how the pieces will fit into the vehicle. On the driver's side, you're going to have a carriage bolt and the 1 by 2 inch spacer on top. The bottom is going to be the carriage bolt and the 2.13 inch by 2.13 inch spacer. This is going to be installed with the large section facing the bottom. In between the tie-down hook and the receiver hitch is going to be a 1.5 inch by 4 inch 2-hole spacer. On the right side, you will have a carriage bolt, the fish wire tool, and lock spacer that will go inside the frame rail. On the bottom, you will have a carriage bolt and the 2.13 inch by 2.13 inch spacer. Next, you want to test fit the hardware. I had to cut off some sealant with a knife to get mine to sit flush. You will also be able to see if you are attaching the hardware incorrectly. To keep the hardware in place for the mounting of the hitch, I used some tape to temporarily hold it in place. This provides enough resistance to install the hitch by myself. With the hitch in place, I then installed the nuts onto the bolts. For the rear vertical bolt, I had an issue getting the hitch to align with the hull. This seems to be a problem with every brand of hitch for this vehicle. I used a simple ratchet strap to pull it into place. I attached the top of the hitch and ran it down to the driver's side spring location. I barely had to tighten this down to get it into place. Next, I installed the hitch spacer and ran the fish wire tool through the hole and to the rear of the vehicle. I pushed it through the spacer first, and then threaded the bolt onto the fish wire tool. You do not want to put the bolt through the spacer until you are pulling it through the mounting hole. Do not pull hard on the wire when you are pulling the bolt through. Just give it a little wiggle and it'll all line up perfectly and drop down through. Once all the nuts are installed and the bolts are tightened, you want to go back with a torque wrench and tighten everything down to 110 foot-pounds. This is extremely important to the safe operation of the hitch. Next, I use some black spray paint to spray the hardware. This is a good way to protect the hardware against corrosion. The final step is to install the specific size ball that you are going to be using. You want to make sure that the ball you buy is a 3/4 inch shank. I installed a 2-inch ball because that is what I will most likely be using most of the time. If you are planning on renting a trailer from U-Haul, their trailers do accept 1 7/8" to 2-inch balls. Thanks for watching and subscribe to see more videos about how to upgrade a Ford Focus to tow. Future videos will include airlift airbags, stainless steel brake line upgrade, and adjustable rear shocks, just to name a few. Hit the like button if any of this helped you out.